What's the deal, everybody? What's up? It's your girl, Honey Gets Money, right here, about to smoke with you guys, and talk about why I moved out when I was 16 years old. So, this is my story, and of course everybody's story is different, but this is my story. So, and I'm about to smoke with you guys, and just like remember everything. And I don't know, after I just want to feel good, because yeah, I was just thinking about like back in the days. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and sorry for my new camera. This shit kind of sucks, but whatever. So back to when I was 16 years old, why I moved out. So it all happened when I was like in I think like seventh grade or seventh grade. It was like my last day of seventh. No, it was like my last year of seventh grade. So I remember like I had like a boyfriend, but then like I broke up with him, and I had got like another boyfriend, and so I was with him, and like he was different, way different than my previous one. So of course I'm gonna like want to spend time with him, and whatever things you do in a relationship, right? So I was doing that, and at the same time though, like I would go to school though, and like I would go to school, and I had just got a boyfriend, and then like I was like selling stuff on the side, like chips, like candy, also like some weed and stuff. So I was making money, I was trapping, whatever, and then next thing you know, like I remember like my grades weren't so good, so like my mom was trying to like get me out of that school already. And I remember like my last day, before like I would like pack stuff, like to sell and stuff. Like my mom knew like I was selling and stuff, but like she'll just be like, oh, like since you're doing that, like don't ask me for anything, whatever. So it's like, it's cool, whatever. I was making money, so I wasn't tripping, I wasn't asking her for anything anymore. And then next thing like that's when I started like selling weed and stuff, so I was getting more money, and so it was cool. And then next like I guess she noticed that like me and my boyfriend were spending like a lot of time together. We were like together a lot, so she really didn't like that. And she would kind of tell me like, oh, like to be home, like don't be out and stuff like that, but I would just be with him, like we would just be smoking, we would just be chilling, whatever, watching movies, whatever. So like I didn't really see anything wrong with it, so I was just like, no, like I'm just doing me, like I'm just chilling, whatever. So then next she was like, she was like, okay, I know, you know, but like still, like, I want you to like to focus on like, you know, other things, you know, like school and stuff like that. So I was, you know. And so, but back to like my school, like me in school, like I wasn't having good grades and stuff, you know. So like she wanted to get me out of there, which was totally cool. Like I really didn't want to do like the whole school things, because like I don't know, I felt like it would be better if I was like on one-on-one, or you know, like had independent study. Well, yeah, one-on-one, it is independent studies. So like if I had like independent studies, you know. So like, and at the time my sister was doing that, so you know, she was cool. So I was like, you know, that's something I wanted to do, you know, as well. So I think I remember like this one day at school, like I was wearing some shorts or whatever, and like my principal had got mad and he like tried to like suspend me or whatever. But I remember my mom had walked in and she was just like, oh, like what, like, no, you're not suspending my daughter, like, you know, I'm taking her out of the school, you know. So boom, she was right there like getting my papers out and like, you know, taking me out. And then she was just like talking shit to the school, you know, whatever. And so I signed up for independent studies, and that's what I was doing. And then later, me and my boyfriend at the time were still together, so that's what I was doing. And then like, I don't know, I guess like since I wasn't in school, I couldn't really like make money like that, so I just decided to get a job on my own and started working. So that was like my first job at McDonald's. I don't know if you guys see my other videos, but I will make a video about talking about McDonald's as well, because you know, I just want to talk about some jobs that I had and share with you guys. But yes, so that's when I started working at McDonald's. It was really cool. I loved like my first job there, and so I was working there, and then I was also going to school. And like, I don't know, I guess she didn't like that, so she was like tripping on me, like telling me like, you know, that like I couldn't have like a boyfriend, and you know, I had to like stay home, and you know, it was just work, school, and be at home. And I was just like, wait, like, you know, I didn't like that. So you know, I was like, no. So like, I would just leave, and like I would go to his house, and you know, I would be there at his house like all the time. And then like, I don't know, I guess like she didn't like that, you know. So she kind of would like just like talk her shit, and like, you know, kind of make me feel uncomfortable being at home. So like, I didn't want to be at home. I was at his house all the time. I was always there. So, you know, then later on, like, it was always like when I was younger, I'd always be at like my family member's house because she was always working. And so like, I would go to my family if I had any problems or anything, you know. So like, if it wasn't her, I would reach out to my dad. So like, I had reached out to my dad at the time, and I had told him like, you know, like that I wasn't trying to live there anymore with her, because like she's tripping, dad. Like, those are like my exact words. Like, she's tripping, dad. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, she's not letting me like, you know, do things, like live my life, you know. Like, you know, and at the time, like, you know, all he wanted was like for me to be like doing stuff, you know. So I told him like, I'm going to school, like, you know, I have a job, you know, like what, I have a boyfriend, like, okay, like, you know. And so I would just tell him that, and he was like, oh, you know, like, it's okay, you know. And he was like, oh, he was like, that's okay. He was like, you know, just for me to do, like, I don't know, I forgot, but you know, pretty much I just like, he was cool with it, you know, so pretty much I decided to go stay with him, but not exactly stay with him. Like, I moved in with my boyfriend, and he was cool with it. So that was me, little 16 years old, moved out with my boyfriend. And yeah, I was with my boyfriend, working, going to school. Like, we would have problems, so I was supposed to like graduate like a year early, but like I was like more into like my money and working, that I wasn't really focused on like my credits and, you know, getting like all that stuff, you know. But then they were like, oh yeah, like that I could graduate like a year early. So I was really trying to do that, but that didn't happen. I ended up graduating just on time though, which I'm like really proud of myself, because like I was really going through stuff, and like they even told me like oh, I might be like a month late on graduating like with my class, but I graduated on time. So I'm really happy. And yeah, it's like there's like people out here that haven't even graduated, like, you know. So it's like I'm really happy, and it's like everything that I have, like I got it on my own. And like, you know, I mean, I just had to like stop smoking, you know, like a few times, and I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna share with you guys some stories, but you know, other than that, it's like, you know, I'm doing it on my own, and you can too. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, back to me moving out when I was 16. Well, I don't know, I just felt like my mom was hating, you know, like she was hating at that time, at that moment. So like I had to leave. Like I needed a break. I couldn't be there. And also she had a boyfriend, so, and like me and him did not get along. Like, no, like as much like I would try to, but like no, like it, like I just didn't like him, you know. I didn't like how he was, you know. So yeah. And yeah, there was like this one time me and him I got into it, and yeah, my mom came in between us, whatever. But fuck that nigga. But anyway, yeah, he even talked shit too once, saying like that I wasn't gonna be shit or do shit because like I smoke weed. Like, okay. But anyways, back to my story. Back to me moving out at 16. Like, really, it was because like I was just doing it all. Like I was working, I was going to school, I had a boyfriend, and it's like your parent doesn't really want to see you, you know, like doing all that at that age, you know. So that's pretty much that's pretty much why I felt like it. Also because I smoked weed, with, my mom, she's never really like okay with that, so it, I don't know, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's when I moved out. And I don't know, I guess I've been out of I've been gone ever since. I've just been staying at different places. I had my own place. Get all that. I would talk to you guys about that too, but yeah. Yeah, I just got my nails done. Hey. My shit was looking bad. They're already looking bad already though, but fuck it. Yeah, I haven't got fake acrylic nails in a minute. I'm gonna make another video about that. That shit was crazy, but thank God nothing happened now. I just got a little regular little manicure. But yeah, that's my story, why I moved out when I was 16 years old. So I'm just end this video. And air the shit out because I can hardly fucking see in this bitch. And yeah, that's my story. Oh shit. That's my story, and so I'm gonna just end this video now, and I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.